We move now to Xavier. A lot of unknowns here, Dom, but there are some pieces to work off of.
Yeah, Paul Scruggs, he's going to be a senior this year. He averaged 12.7 points per game last year. He's going to have to carry the load on this team. They also got 2 4-star recruits incoming. So there's definitely potential for Xavier. As for how they did last year, they went 8-10, and they did a decent job in conference. And we've already mentioned there's a lot of parity in this conference. So to go 8-10 in conference play, they're going to be a bubble team. I think they probably would have gotten in last year's tournament. I think this team has potential. I certainly think they are capable of making the tournament this year. It's going to come down to can Paul Scruggs carry the team. I think he's certainly capable.
And becoming that big name that perhaps he was supposed to be when he went to Xavier in the first place, and that's sort of that all-conference level. And I think he is going to have to be at that point as well. Kai Tandy, someone that made all Big East freshman last year, is going to be someone that will have to step up. And a Division II transfer in Brian Griffith, he's going to be a wild card in the front court that he will have to really step up and produce because there is a little less depth there, similar to some of these other teams we've already talked about. And I think that is a big theme through all the powered conferences that we've talked about so far in this season previous series, to where your weaker front courts might struggle even if you have a good backcourt. And I think that's something that Xavier might have to put themselves through as well. Their range is pretty big of where they could finish, and it's going to be tough sledding for them if they can't really get those unknowns to produce. They could finish probably as low as 8th or 9th and probably go up to about 5th, maybe 4th if they get the pieces together. It's just these unknowns make it a bit difficult to really put Xavier on a big pecking order. And when you look at the Big East as a whole, Xavier is probably just right in the middle of sort of the bottom 6. You have like a top 5, bottom 6 sort of deal to me. I think Xavier is sort of right in the middle of that, but on the upswing, trying to look up toward a place in the tournament.